just about done with the deconstruction of this wall. There's a couple little things I got to pull out still, like some extra nails. I have these heavy duty looking stud guys I got to pull out. Light fixture, got to pull this chrome piece off. Paint this part black, and then from there start cleaning the wall, and I could move on to paint. So let's get back to it and hopefully get this wall knocked out today. Guys, I am ready for paint. So wiped that whole wall down, cleaned up the door sills and or the window trim, not door sills, and I'm not gonna mask shit. I think I'm good to go. I'm just gonna pretty much paint up until that point right there, and that should be fine. So I'm gonna go grab lunch, and after that I'm gonna come back and hopefully knock out this wall in 2 hours. First starting off with the trim work, obviously, so I gotta get all the corners knocked out and do the window seals and the ground. Alrighty guys, got all the trim work done, so I got it painted towards the top, towards the floor. I got the window seals all knocked out. That's looking all nice and Gucci now. And it's time to do some big rolling. So in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm moving on to the back wall now, and since I got this one all knocked out, I got the front wall knocked out, we're moving to the back wall. So I'm kind of figuring out what I'm doing with the air compressor slash air dryer setup right now, and what I think I have schemed up right now is I just have this pulled out. I have plenty of room to paint behind here now, and I'm probably going to also paint the PVC pipes black, because I really do not want to have white PVC pipes on top of a black wall. I think that'd look kind of tacky. It wouldn't look good, so I'm gonna hand paint this with a brush once I get to that point. And yeah, this doesn't look too bad. I thought I was gonna have to remove this regulator, but I should be able to paint back here no problem. And then other than that, I just kind of have to clear out all this clutter, move the cars forward, and I should be able to knock out this wall. And if you guys are screaming at me through the video right now and saying, why don't you just do copper hard lines for the air dryer setup? Yeah, that'd be sick. I agree with you. That's something I'll probably do in the future, but for right now, I'm just gonna run with the PVC pipes, paint them black. I'll be kind of camouflaged in the wall. Other than that, I am going to clean up this air dryer because it has seen better days. This is bad, so camouflage that in the wall, clean this up. This whole section should look pretty Gucci after that. to the last and final wall. So I just got done scrubbing it all clean. There was like 20 years worth of dust and cobwebs and a whole bunch of other nasty shit built up on the wall. And I got all the outlets painted, and that's all knocked out and ready to go. All I have left right now before I could start rolling on the paint is gonna be masking. So I have to mask the whole top of the bench across, mask the bottom of the bench. I cannot wait to get to painting underneath here. That is gonna be a real joyous moment for me. So super stoked on that. But yeah, final wall, ready to get this knocked out, and we can move on to lighting. But let's get into it. Let's get this last wall knocked out, and then I'm gonna call it a freaking day. Alrighty guys, so a few days have passed since I was putting paint on that door, and I did kind of knock out all the paint on this wall off camera. I think you guys get the gist of what it looks like for me to paint a wall at this point, so I didn't really care to film that, but all the walls are painted right now. Both the doors, so the front door and the bathroom door, are painted, and it's looking a lot different in here right now. So I'd say this marks about the halfway mark of my garage remodel. Next week I am going to start on the ceiling, but let me give you guys a little bit of a walk around what the garage looks like right now. All right guys, so it's finally starting to look like something. My vision is coming alive with this garage, and it is looking a lot better in here. So a little bit of a mess still left over here, but I'm not really worried about that until like the end product is fully done. But I got all the outlets back on. Luckily the garage did come with like these polished aluminum fixtures, which is tight. A few things I had to do was like spray paint all the outlets. I did have to spray paint the thermostat. That was like an off-white before. Coming over here, I did get the swamp cooler housing, the little ventilation guy for it. I had to pull all the slats off that. I used like a Rust-Oleum flat black and painted all that inside and out. So when I have this open up in the summer, it doesn't look like white underneath here. Also, I picked up this rad neon from the TikTok shop. It was 20 bucks, so that was an absolute no-brainer. It is a nice contrast against the black wall. And yeah, I probably will get more decorations on the wall, more neons and shit as I go. But for now, I got this, 20 bucks, super dope. So as much as I want to spend like 120 bucks at Harbor Freight to get the black and gray version of this parts cleaner, I just cleaned this one up for now. It's looking a lot better. This thing was grungy as hell, so this is fine. I am still waiting on a sink. I might go with the black one, or I might just get a free one from a homie, which was like a off-white, so that's still pending. Coming over to the air compressor side, I got the air dryer all cleaned up. Maybe down the road I will paint this because I do have like some PVC goop left on top of it, not turned blue. Maybe I could scrub that clean, but this is looking 10 times better. I got all this, I actually used spray paint on the PVC pipes. I know I said earlier in the video I was gonna use like a brush, but that didn't really seem to adhere to it very well. So I just kind of masked everything and blasted it with some spray paint. That's looking a lot better. Another TikTok shop purchase I got was this Vevor airline. So I think it's 3/8 line, retractable. So no longer do I have to have this thing like chilling on the ground. I can just pull it, stays where it needs, and then when I want to retract it back, it pulls back in. So this was 30, 35 bucks. Definitely a nice purchase. I think these are about 70, 80 bucks on Harbor Freight. So Vevor, that was on the TikTok shop. But yeah, I think that's going to pretty much conclude this episode of walls. And if I'm being honest with you guys, this did take me about a month to do all the walls and the garage door installation. So I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to say that the whole ceiling chapter will also take me 1 month. I'm not going to promise you that this is going to get knocked out in a weekend because I know better. That's a lot of damn work. It's going to be new to me. I haven't really messed with drywall before. So stay tuned for next episode. That will be ceiling. And I think there'll be one more after that, which will probably just be lighting and then overall like build review on it. But stay tuned till that. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.